Thanks, guys. I'm here at the sports desk with a very special guest. I would like to introduce you to Coach John Childs, head coach of the Millburn Varsity softball team. Coach, thank you very much for joining us here on this segment today.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Okay, so I want to ask you a little bit about the season and what's coming up. Coach, how do you feel about your first games not too far away now, April 1st against Science Park High School? How are you feeling about the season?
Well, so far it's been kind of difficult with the weather. I mean, everybody's going through it with the snow and the ice. We are fortunate we have artificial surface, but it's been very difficult. So most of our practice has been inside. So it's kind of difficult to really see where we're going as far as progression and trying to get all our offensive and defensive things in because you're working with a limited space. But, we're always optimistic that we feel we're heading in the right direction. So, once we can start getting outside and getting more into what we would call softball weather, we'll have a better idea where we're going to be at.
So how do you think that'll affect your preparation for the season? Do you think it's going to hurt you at all?
No, I don't think so, not in the long run. We're very fortunate that we do have an experienced team coming back. So these girls have been varsity softball players for the most part 1 to 2 years. We have 11 returning letter winners and 10 have varsity experience, a lot of varsity experience. So it's just a matter of getting some outside. We're making the most of what we do on the indoors. We're hitting in tunnels and stations and things. It's not the same as being outside, but we're seeing some progress. Well, I'm pleased with what we're doing so far.
So it sounds like maybe having a veteran team may help you with these sort of adversity.
Absolutely, because going in, you do kind of know the players. It's not like we're starting with a whole new team and I don't know any of the girls. I'm very fortunate that, as I said, 10 of the 11 have been starting pretty much since our freshman year. So I'm very familiar with them. It's just a matter of trying to get outside and actually do more of the things that you would normally do outside as opposed to being stuck in a gymnasium.
So, Coach, with the season coming up, what areas do you think are strengths of this softball team?
I think the strength of our team, Matt, is the offense. Although we're a young team, we only have 2 seniors on our team, we do have a lot of experience. And last year we were fortunate to set some offensive team records in batting average, slugging percentage, on base average. And I feel the strength of our team is offense. We have some girls who play travel ball and they've been playing year round. So I think going into the season, that's probably our number one strength. I think we're going to be a pretty good offensive team.
So those girls who play travel ball, how does that help them prepare for the season?
Well, what it does, it allows them to continue to do that. You're not just starting fresh. I mean, it's sort of like, I like to talk about old-time baseball where the players used to have jobs, and that's what spring training was for. Now it's year-round. They're playing in all different leagues. They're playing down south. So it's a year-round job for them. Well, these girls are playing in the fall. They're playing in the winter. They're practicing with their travel teams because we're not allowed to really practice with them until the first Friday in March. So they're getting so much more coaching now. So it's definitely helping our girls now that we have so many girls in travel ball.
So even with all that experience and so many girls playing travel ball, are there any areas on the team that you'd say, I would like the girls to improve on this throughout the season?
Oh, absolutely. I think pitching and defense is definitely what this game is about. And we have some experience coming back. My junior pitcher has been starting for 2 years, and I have a sophomore pitcher who's my number 2 pitcher. And we just got to continue to work hard at throwing strikes, whether it's baseball or softball, you have to throw strikes. If you're walking batters, you're going to set yourself up for problems. So it's important, I think, that we improve on cutting down on walks. And defense, we have to play defense. We want to limit teams to 3 outs. We don't want to give teams 4 and 5 outs, meaning we're extending innings because you're going to make errors. Errors are human, but sometimes we make mental errors and we prolong innings. And if we can cut back on that, I think we'll definitely head in the right direction offensively and pitching, and defensively, excuse me.
So, Coach, heading into the season, I remember the first day of practice, you said something to me along the lines of, I've been waiting for this day a long time. Why is there so much excitement for you heading into this season?
Well, I think, again, it's because of the talent we have coming back. I really like our talent, and it's because we have so many experienced players. The last couple of years, we've been a very, very young team. Last year, we started 5, sometimes 6 sophomores and 2, sometimes 3 freshmen. So we were very, very young. We were kind of learning on the fly, but we were very competitive. We were in every game. There were a couple games we didn't finish, and I think a lot of that had to do with our youth. The excitement is that we're bringing back a lot of talented, experienced players. And we had a real good season in 2010 where we went to the state sectional finals. And then we kind of took a little bit of a dip as we were trying to replace some of those girls who graduated. And this junior class, when they came in as freshmen, brought us back to being a very good competitive team. And we've slowly progressed, and I think we have heading for a good season this year. I'm very, very optimistic.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck to you this year. Hopefully you are heading for a good season, and I want to thank you very much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you guys will have a very successful season, and you can come back and talk about how great of a season it was.
It would be my pleasure.
All right. Well, thanks again, Coach. And that's Sports with the Fonz for this week. And now we're going to head back to the news desk, but we will be back next week with another guest. I'm Matt DeFonzo. Now back to the news desk.